The story begins with a boat in the middle of the ocean. On the boat are a lady named Julia, her husband Tom, their son Ben, and daughter Cassie. Tom and Julia wanted to celebrate their son Ben's birthday in a different way, so they came out into the ocean. They planned to celebrate Ben's birthday that night. Tom finds a nice spot and anchors the boat. Julia decides to go for a swim to enjoy the sea, while Cassie is outside, listening to music with her headphones and enjoying the view. Meanwhile, Tom is fishing and teaching Ben how to catch fish. While Julia is swimming, she suddenly feels an odd sensation in the water and becomes scared. She notices the water flowing quickly in one direction. When she tries to swim out, the current pulls her in and she is dragged away. Tom doesn't realize what's happening as he's busy with Ben teaching him how to fish. Julia, struggling in the water, starts shouting for help. Eventually, Tom hears her screams, rushes to her, and jumps into the water to save her. He rescues Julia and brings her back to the boat. He scolds Cassie for not paying attention, but Cassie, feeling guilty, apologizes, explaining that she couldn't hear anything because of her headphones. Afterward, everything is fine, and they prepare for the birthday celebration. The decorations, balloons, and cake are ready, and Ben turns 13. They celebrate with cake, enjoy the night, and take pictures. Cassie steps out with her laptop to video call her boyfriend. During the call, she notices that there's a storm in the background where her boyfriend is. Her boyfriend mentions that there was no report of any storm, but it's been lightning for a while. The call suddenly drops due to a poor connection. Cassie quickly informs her parents about the strange weather. Soon, the boat shakes violently, and they realize that large whalefish are colliding with the boat. Tom, who is an ocean researcher, finds this odd, as whales don't typically appear in this area. The whales soon leave, but Tom is injured by the propeller. Julia tends to his wounds, and Tom explains that a part of the boat has broken, and if not fixed, they won't be able to navigate. The situation worsens, and they struggle to find a way to contact help because there's no signal. Tom reassures everyone that ships often pass by and they should be able to get help. Suddenly, they hear a strange noise, and to their surprise, a fireball is headed toward their boat. Tom starts the boat and tries to move away, but the engine breaks down due to the boat's damaged part. They see a satellite fall from the sky, indicating that a dangerous storm is approaching. Everyone takes refuge inside the boat and prepares for the worst. The next morning, they find the boat completely still, with no movement, and the sea seems to have receded. They're stranded in an unfamiliar place, and Tom realizes that the magnetic poles of the Earth have shifted, causing the ocean's water to move in a different direction. This has left the land dry, and humanity is almost extinct. Tom informs them that this is something that happened millions of years ago, and it's happening again. Cassie, devastated, locks herself in the boat's room and cries, fearing that her boyfriend might not have survived. Ben, feeling guilty about the balloons, blames himself for the situation, but Julia reassures him. Tom tries to find a way to signal for help and eventually receives a message from a submarine captain. The captain tells them to climb to the highest rock for safety, as the water will return in a week. Tom asks if they can join the captain in the submarine, but the captain tells him it's too small for more than 2 people. The situation becomes dire as they come across a man who appears to be injured and has been following their balloon. He attacks Tom, fatally injuring him with a spear. Julia tries to protect him, but is also attacked. She manages to save her children and locks them in a room. She then fights the man off with a knife, killing him. However, the danger isn't over as they still need to find a safe place. As they head toward the submarine's location, they encounter numerous dangers, including giant crabs and other survivors who lock themselves away, leaving Julia, Ben, and Cassie in danger. Eventually, Julia manages to get them to safety, though they are still fighting for survival as the water continues to rise. They face more challenges, including running out of water, finding shelter in an old ship, and narrowly escaping the crabs that attack them. They also find that a fire on their boat has made things even worse, but they continue pushing forward. Finally, they reach a small submarine, but the captain tells them that only 2 people can fit. In the end, they must make a difficult decision about who will survive and who will stay behind. Julia, determined to keep her children safe, risks everything to make sure they are taken in. However, the struggles are far from over and they continue to fight for survival, with the ocean's power growing stronger. This intense survival story captures the struggle of a family trying to survive in a rapidly changing world where the ocean's tides, storms, and dangerous forces threaten to wipe them out. It's a tale of courage, love, and determination in the face of overwhelming odds.